Hey everyone, this is Joe from Thunk Tank Podcast, and I just wanted to make a brief video today because I realized that it's about the 1 year anniversary since I started beach cleaning regularly. And if you follow our podcast or our YouTube at all, you know that I'm psychotically into beach cleaning. And for the year anniversary since I started doing this on a pretty weekly basis, at least, I decided to calculate or try to calculate how much beach garbage I've actually cleaned up in the past year. And so I did some rudimentary math, and of course, I wasn't even close to coming up with the right number, but somebody corrected me online and realized I've cleaned about 1,000 pounds of waste in the past year. So I thought it might be kind of cool to just look through some of what I found over the past year as we go into another year of beach cleaning. Not that this is how a season of beach cleaning works. I just happened to start last fall, so it's been a year now. But yeah, taking a look through, I just think it's interesting to point some of these items out, the interesting as well as the normal, from everything that you see here. Cans, recyclables, from beer to water to Dunkin' Donuts. All of this just found on the local beach, ready to be recycled. This was one of our earlier finds. A degraded cup that kind of started to merge with sea life. I don't know. I thought it meant something thematically, maybe. As a writer, it should, I guess, but I'm still working on it. I've logged that one away for a story or something, maybe one day. We'll see. Um, these bottles, I should look up what that stands for. I think it says those letters there say HDPE. I'm not quite sure what that means. I thought originally when I saw it that it said hope, like it was kind of I don't know, it's trying to be positive or something to encourage people to recycle. But I think it's just like a product code or a recycling code or something like that. Well, if anybody watches this video and you know what it is, please let us know in the description. I'm sure I could Google it, but hey, what's the fun in that, right? You see here all sorts of things that you kind of start to wonder how they wound up on the beach to begin with. Philadelphia cream cheese, water bottles, obviously, but all sorts of food containers, 5 Hour Energy, and of course, all sorts of liquors and booze bottles, that sort of stuff. Most frustrating, oftentimes, in terms of regular stuff that you find, might be the items that say recyclable right on it. It's almost like, I mean, come on, people! It's telling you to just put it in a recycle bin. So that's frustrating when you find that, but it's also good because it means you got to it before it degraded in a marine environment and sort of did more harm than good if it went elsewhere. I like finding these. I actually find these oddly, weirdly often. They're these little mint wrappers that say thank you. I don't know who's going around eating mints on the beach, but I mean, based on the other stuff I found, yeah, people are eating mints on the beach. You maybe see that in a moment. Um, these are getting down into what we call microplastics. We might do a video on that. We did a podcast on that. So, yeah, something worth talking about more because microplastics are really destroying the oceans and marine life in general. And, well, they'll probably kill us. So I'm picking them up one bit at a time, but as they break down, they just kind of leach into all sorts of environments that maybe they shouldn't be floating around in. So it's good to get to them before they get to this point. But once they do, there's not much you can do other than, get them out of the ocean, put them in a landfill, which isn't much better, but hey, it's better than nothing, right? These actually are probably the most frustrating, these ribbons. I freaking hate balloons at the beach. Stop leaving your balloons on the beach, people. This is brutal. It just gets tangled. Look at it. It's a menace to sea life and marine life. And it's actually the hardest thing to pick out of like seaweed and that sort of stuff. And it's not good. So stop bringing balloons to the beach, and if you do, clean up after your balloons. Have some respect. It's not all fun and balloons. This is a fun one when you find Fiji water bottles on the beach. Definitely far from home. Don't know what that's doing there, but pick it up, recycle it, get it out of there. a lot of times I find shoes or parts of shoes like this. I don't know what's going on with that. Um, but yeah, just a soul here, lonely soul. Uh, I have nothing more thematic to say about that. This is a kind of footstool chair thing I found on the beach. Believe it or not, I find furniture on the beach all the time. Everything from these little pieces to I found entire bench seats and parts of boats and all sorts of things that yeah, they're nice to take a rest on, but don't do much good otherwise on seashells, sitting on seashells. This is a couple bags in my car. Um, yeah, my car is full of garbage often. Um, yeah, I should probably clean my car. This is a boat, sort of, that I found. A lot of plastic in that. Don't know what to do with that. But it's definitely shouldn't be floating around, breaking apart in the ocean. So you see one of those, get rid of them. This is really weird. I find these all the time on the beach. These little battery light bulb candle things. Terrible thing to leave on the beach. I don't know how the hell they got there, but if you see them, please do everyone a favor and pick them up. Better yet, don't buy them to begin with. And if you do, don't leave them on the beach. Yeah, see? What I say before, right? More tangled balloon pieces. Look, you can see the part of the little piece of the balloon right there. Terrible. Not worth the short joy it may bring you for the years of tragedy it will bestow upon other lesser creatures. There you go. There's your thematic writer speak. That's a straight up heroin needle. Yeah, that's a big problem by us. We're doing beach cleaning in New York, and I might make a video on this alone because it's a very hot topic right now. But yeah, I find these every once in a while. So you got to be careful too when you're beach cleaning. I mentioned that in my other video. So watch out. It's fun and good to beach clean, but it's not all fun and beach clean games. That's for sure. That's a Titleist. Anybody who watches Seinfeld knows why that's funny. If not, go watch Seinfeld. Google Seinfeld Titleist, and you'll see what I mean. So that was a fun find. One day I was swimming, and there was all these candy wrappers, and that's what you see here. I don't know why or how or who or when they were eating all this candy, but it's not like it was like one bag of candy. It was all sorts of different types of wrappers. And sometimes you find that when you beach clean for some reason. It's like there's a battery day where just a bunch of batteries wash up, or wrappers like this, or balloon strings, or whatever. So that was candy day. So I kind of just spent the afternoon swimming around picking out candy wrappers from the water. New workout routine, summer workout routine. I got to do a seminar maybe next summer, workout seminar. And you see more of that here, just wrappers and stuff that I find just floating around, and people just ignore it. I don't know how, but they just sit there and kind of put it out of mind. But you gotta do something. So that's just what I try to do. And this was my last beach clean before the end of the summer. You see here one of those bags. I think the one on the right, my left in the picture, is recyclables, and the other is just trash. And again, that's like another probably 15-20 pounds of just trash out of the ocean, half of which, yeah, I'm recycling it. So moral of the story, anybody can do it, everybody should do it. Again, I have another video on tips and tricks on what to bring, how to prepare yourself, and how to have a good time. And I encourage everyone else to do it. So thanks for taking a look at this beach clean year in review. You can, as I've said before, check us out at our podcast page. We talk a lot about beach cleaning in general, or pollution in general, and other societal issues. And we drink beer and have fun and joke around. But you should definitely give us a listen if you haven't already. So that's thunktankpodcast.podbean.com. And we have extra clips and videos as well over at our Patreon page. That's patreon.com/thunktankpodcast. I'll link both of those in the description, so you can check those out if you're interested in learning more and listening more. So yeah, please feel free to share your own beach cleaning tips and tricks and questions or answers. If you have any of those, please do share them in the comments below. And thanks again, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.